What I do today is very important because I'm exchanging a day of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone, leaving something in its place I have traded for it. I want it to be gain, not loss, good, not evil, success, not failure, in order that I shall not forget the price I paid for it.
People say, well, your grandfather was a good football coach. I say, well, he was a much better grandfather. We loved to go brim fishing. We went fishing with cane poles and crickets. And everybody else remembers this tough guy that wrestled a bear, where to me, he was just the nicest grandfather you would ever want to have. He was tough, but he was fair. Whatever he said go do, you know, by golly, they were going to go do it. The number one thing, if he was advising a coach, was to make sure your players get a good education and build in them that fairness and toughness to make it not just in football, but whatever they do.
In order to be able to play, you had to make the grade. And Coach Bryant was very insistent on us going to class. He believed that the academics was so important. Football was going to end, and I'm a true testament of that. Even when I got hurt and it was determined that I couldn't play again, one of the things he insisted that I would do is stay here and get my degree and graduate. But I didn't stop just with the undergraduate. I got my master's, my EDS, and also my doctorate. And for those who think that he only cared about football, he cared about people.
He wanted to live through his players. I think that was the big thing, that he wanted his players to, one, be tough, but then care about other people.
At 12:24 p.m. today, Coach Paul W. Bear Bryant had a sudden cardiopulmonary arrest.
He was in the hospital with chest pains. By the time I get home, my phone's ringing, and they said he had a heart attack. And so he was in the hospital, had a heart attack, and died in a hospital. So at that point, we wanted to help the Heart Association any way we could to help prevent this from happening again.
In 1986, 3 years after Paul Bear Bryant's death, the American Heart Association and the Bryant family came together to honor his legacy in a significant way. The Bryant Awards have raised millions of dollars to fund life-saving research, advocacy, and educational programs across the country for the prevention of cardiovascular disease and stroke. Now, in its 34th year, the Bryant Awards recognize college football's elite head coaches for their contributions both on and off the field through the Paul Bear Bryant Coach of the Year Award and the Paul Bear Bryant Lifetime Achievement Award. The Bryant Awards have continued to grow with the inception of the Paul Bear Bryant Heart of a Champion Award, recognizing an individual who has made an iconic impact on the world of sports and exhibited characteristics for which Coach Bryant was known.
Papa loved his fellow coaches. It was a really big deal, friends, and they were buddies. Having his name on an award to give to his fellow coaches, his fellow friends, you know, for a long, long period of time was a huge honor to our family.
Football was important to him. He was very good at coaching, but he was more of a teacher.
Coaching is teaching. My staff does. I coach people. I'm pretty good at that. I know what it takes to win.
Coach Bryant taught us lessons about life through the game of football. When it gets tough, and life will, when you fall down, and you will, get up. And I can hear Coach Bryant in my ear saying, get ready for the next play.
The thing he would be the most proud of is all these players and all the great jobs that they've had and the impact they've had in the community rather than what he had as one person.